Hi, well here I am. The other side. A week ago, well, today's Tuesday, but last Monday of last week I had the operation. Uh, when he put the camera down at the beginning of the operation, he had a look and he decided to come in from the right side, not the left side. So my scar starts around my spine, from the spine, goes around and underneath my right arm, into up underneath the right rib cage. That's the big cut, and then he's got 5 smaller incisions lining up underneath. And it's pretty graphic. He said after we deflated your lung, he worked out the best way to cut the cancer out was going down my throat and using his cutting tool from down my throat. And he got most of the cutting done underneath. Then with those 5 holes he put in me, he's pushed everything to one side, the lungs, the heart and the kidney. And then he cracked open the rib cage on the right side. He said, I've had to crack a few ribs, and he said I ended up taking it out that way. And then they reinflated the lungs and pulled these drainage tubes out of me. So when I came to consciousness on the Monday evening, I had about 20 tubes hanging out of me. There was drainage bags under my heart. The ones in my lung was a tube about probably as thick as your thumb. 2 of them going into my back, and a whole heap of smaller tubes running out. I had a drainage drip that ran directly into my nose, down my throat, and was cleaning the esophagus. So I had all these drips all over me. But I guess, that drugged up that I became like that wasn't me. I was just observing what was going on around me. He said my throat's going to be sore for a few weeks because he did do a lot of scratching around in there to get the parts out. Had a couple of nights in intensive care where you get one nurse dedicated to you for the 12-hour shifts, and that was pretty intense, pretty noisy in there because there's so much going on. There's just, the other wards are right next door to you. And then we'll be down to this beautiful private room that I'm currently in the gastropic ward here at Epworth in Richmond. And every day they take a tube or 2 out until you get to 0. And every time they take a tube out, you need to be x-rayed to make sure there's no damage. So my last tubes came out yesterday. So I'm a free man. I'm not hooked up to any machines. Breathing hurts, to say the least. Massive pain across my rib cage, but he said that's going to be there for a while. They ended up shaving some of my diaphragm off as well. He said just to make sure, and that was all good. So he's 100% sure he's got all the cancer out, and that was his role. And he's been great. He's popped in every day. Just for me now, it's recovery. I've just got to eat smaller meals. I made the mistake when I started to eat. I started to eat on Friday. Otherwise, I was getting all my nutrition in through a drip into the bloodstream. But I started eating on Friday evening, and I probably was 3/4 of the way through a bit of fish, and I just felt so ill. And they said, look, that's what if you imagine, what would be a good example? The stomach's only about that wide, and it's only about that long. So as a width of that, probably that's the size of my stomach right now, as a stomach size. He says, so if you can eat more than that, you're going to get full, and you're going to get the reflux, and it's going to be painful. So my aim is to not eat too much, but to eat enough. And that's the game I've got in the next couple of days. If he can do that, they're happy to send me home on Wednesday. The only two things I need to manage now is nutrition and my pain. And he did move bits around. I'm walking around the ward, been doing that. So as far as progress goes, when you think about it, was a week ago I was chopped pretty much in half. I'm walking, talking, eating and drinking. There's certain things I can't, like the fizzy drinks and that sort of stuff. They're all no-nos at the moment, but I'm drinking plenty of water. The food, I've just got to eat it more often, but a lot less. So that's doable. So I'll sort of pace myself out until about dinner time. I think dinner time I went a bit over the top again yesterday. I felt a bit ill, but in time that sensation passes. There's no feeling of hunger, but I don't feel like doing much at all because of the pain that's right across the front of me. But hey, it's only pain, and the drugs seem to be working. Nothing gets rid of the pain 100%, but that's where time is going to play its part. The further away I get from last Monday, the further I should be able to manage this. So I think I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm up and about, doing exercises, deep breathing, lots of coughing. Don't want that any repercussions to come in from fluid on the lungs or something like that. So that's where I'm at. Still pretty sore and sorry, but I've got a massive scar. It's pretty awesome. Don't know what to do with it yet. Whether to decorate it or, but I'll see. That's all down the track. I won't let it settle. But yeah, I'm doing all right. So if you want to know how I'm going, I'm doing all right. I need a shave, of course, but still got to wait for a couple more bandages to come out. Probably hear the nurses in the background telling their own jokes, trying to make them laugh. That's always fun. The more I laugh, the more I cough, which is good for me at the moment. But thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. I love you all. And I could feel so much from everyone else outside the room. That's from you and all your thoughts. I can actually feel the presence of them. And that's been amazing. When I come in and out of sleep, I just see so many of you in my dream, in the theta state as I'm coming in and out of dreams. So thank you. You're all awesome people. I love you, and I'll check in the next few days.